Express newspaper, you pretend to be the bastion of journalistic integrity and so on. I'm here in a little room. I need confirmation. I want to read it in the Express. I want to, I'm hearing that Express TV6, wherever, that company OCM, that you have a problem with Urvashi Tiwari Rupnarayan, that she used obscene language. I read the post, and I really would like to know, to the OCM group, what she did that was so egregious. Because from what I read, she was espousing her passion for her journalistic integrity, for the search for truth, and to print and to report the truth to the people on behalf of the citizens of this country, without fear or favor, without malice or ill will. And she describes herself as an MFer. So I'm not sure exactly what she was fired for. She did not curse anybody. She did not ill-speak anyone. She was describing herself. Now, if that's your policy, that if you curse you can't be a journalist, then I think you better read international journalism and so on. But furthermore, Express TV6 and OCM Group, if this was so egregious that a reporter that we are to believe, now what we have seen is this reporter asking some serious question, and Dunciad ministers and people can't answer. They can't answer, and they're embarrassing themselves. That's what the nation saw. Now, me ain't have no brief for no media, and I don't want no media like me. Me ain't care. All I ask, you ask us, the UNC, you ask Kamla, you ask the UNC, hard questions. Ask the PNM, the same hard questions. Dig for the truth and don't play games. But OCM, who's in charge of the Express newspaper, you suspend this one that I'm hearing. So please confirm now. I'm asking because I want confirmation for talking on Facebook and describing herself using a profane word, profanity. All right. That's against your anti-cussing policy. What other policies you have? Because you all had a reporter under the OCM working for Express called Asha Javid. And she was in love and sleeping with and loving and making children with one side of red while writing political investigative pieces, front page, in a two-party system with red versus yellow. She didn't make a child for red and a child for yellow. She made children for red, and then she leave that and go on to her next red man, who is the #1 advisor and Gary Sobers to Keith Rowley. But she kept writing in your newspaper. You didn't suspend her when I bust on Power 102 the fact and confirmed that she was in those loving relationships. Because I don't care who she loved, that's her business. But if you are saying that you have suspended this reporter for using a cuss word to describe herself, you are saying that that was more egregious than a reporter doing investigative pieces while loving up and hugging up PNM. So I'm in love with PNM. PNM, I make PNM children. I'm a PNM ornament, is a PNM of the PNM. And I'm writing articles attacking the UNC, using up #1 newspaper, printing lies, and going without the integrity of journalistic integrity, morals, fairness, equity. You didn't do that, Asha Javid, anything. I didn't hear any suspension or any disciplinary action. So Express, are you telling me that you are promoting journalistic prostitution while discouraging journalistic warriors? So a woman describes herself as a journalistic warrior to say that, listen, I am one MFer who is going to get the truth and fight for the people, and you suspend that? So you're not for the people? You don't want people who are passionate about getting the truth, especially in a pandemic, when our people are dying, when your readers are dying, when the people who buy your #1 newspaper and your TV6 rated #1 show and all of this, y'all don't care about that? OCM, Express, TV6? But y'all could leave a journalist without suspension, move her from political journalism, put her in the business pages where there's a lot of politics, there's a lot of rentals, there are a lot of deals, there are a lot of negotiations, there's the Clico, there's the Guardian Holdings, there's the Sagicor sale with Maritime, a lot of political issues with big money things involving family members of her lover, who is a PNM big boy, who's so big, he is the Minister of Energy, but he talking in national security, and El Telbert had to keep his rasta self, pumps it himself home. But y'all let suspend that. When y'all had Anika Gums Sandyford writing OCM under you, and printing lie after lie, questionable financial practices, also with Asha Javid, I would love you all to do a little audit on she. Because what all you're paying she and how she living, it don't match up. But all you investigate that, you ain't suspend she, you ain't ask she where she does rest she head, you didn't ask her where she saw the clause in the oil contract with ES Euro shipping. Remember, she's the only one saw the clause? The sanction clause, no sanction country, make sure. She's the only one saw it. Where she saw it? While she was lying down on her back. But y'all didn't suspend her. Y'all didn't suspend her when, day after day, while the UNC and the partnership is in government, did y'all go back and check all the lies she print? Go back and check Live Sport. Go back and check the front pages. Go back and check the nonsense that woman print. And that's just me. I talk about all people, partnership ministers, while she was in a loving relationship with 2 PNM ministers, one former Attorney General and one superstar minister of everything. But she was writing against the UNC, and politics is perception. Journalism has to be fair. You must not only be impartial, you must appear to be impartial. There cannot be bias in any form or fashion. But OCM, y'all didn't suspend that. So you're promoting journalistic prostitution, but firing journalistic warriors. You know what? This Douglar, glad. I happy because you show your face. You unmask yourself, Express. I have been trying to tell my people that you and the media are sick, that y'all carry a torch for Rowley and the PNM that causes our country to dive down. How could we elect such an idiot, such a heartless person, such an incompetent? And the answer is because OCM, because of people like your group, where your media is biased and not impartial, where it is partial, where you control the mindshare of the people, along with the Guardian and the Newsday, Judy Raymond. That is how an idiot becomes Prime Minister. That is how Biden and Kamala will have conversations and he will get nothing. That is how we end up a tight friendship with Maduro and Delcy, with PDVSA, and the Yankee don't want to see we. That is how we end up with an economy shattered, with people dying, with Brazilian variant, with Delta and Indian variant coming in because of media like y'all. So I am happy that y'all have shown what you are, because the country knows. UNC, apolitical, even PNM. The country can see, and they could go back and look at this lady's questions that the population had, asking. And if we are ministers and if we are in government, we must answer the questions. Keith Christopher Rowley was a man who said that. I'd send only a voice note, but I forget to tell her to prepare it, When Rowley said, once you're in public office, you must be questioned, you must answer questions, you must be willing, because you handle the people's resources. This young lady asking questions, and she gets suspended for saying what? She is one MFer who will fight for the people. And you don't like that? Who you wanted to fight for? If she had said she's one MFer who fight for the PNM, she get a raise? You put she up in West Hills, she get a small pin? What she would have get, OCM? Is that what but y'all give me an opportunity to frank come in, show your bias, your sickness, and your rowlyitis. And that is why our country is going down. And to all you citizens out there, I'm fed up, tell all you, I beg all you, stop buying these things. Stop letting them turn you into sheep. Think about it. Barbados have Mia Moore Motley. Guyana have new prime minister, president, everything moving good. Grenada, brilliant prime minister. Antigua, Barbuda, Bermuda, Jamaica, her wholeness, coming down the line. Everybody have a leader that they could be proud of, that they could look up to, that even the opposition forces have to kind of say, well, boy, they're doing kind of good. And we are rowdy. We have a teacher who impregnate a girl of school age since 1969. We have a man with landed thing rolled from by a hospital to he. Man built a sheep farm without approval. Over $2 billion as Minister of Housing with he and Noel Garcia spent when houses incomplete all over the place. Edinburgh 500 across the board. He's the man who built Greenvale and buy land from Rahal. He's the man with Renaissance gone up in the sky. He's the man of Emailgate. He's the man of Delcy. He's the man of PDVSA. He's the man of Astrobal Chavez. He's the man of No Vaccine. He's the man attack Guyana. He's the man attack Mondelo. He's the man attack Rio Treaty. He's the man attack USA. That clown is prime minister because of media houses like y'all. You are hurting the country. And now you suspend a reporter for describing herself as a warrior. Brilliant. While you promote, enhance reporters who find ministers to go and live with and sleep with and horn with. Fantastic. I'm proud of y'all. Great job. You had some video to play there for me? All you had? No? Or you had a clip? No, let me read something. Somebody gave me something from this story. I'm going to read it for you. Because it's a former Fatima boy. And I'm going to read it. The story of the donkey and the tiger, and I want OCM, Express, TV6, Newsday, and Guardian, and all others, CNC3, TTT, with Natalie Legore, who could call our prime minister to get she PCR test, but the rest are we dead in like dog. The story of the donkey and the tiger. The donkey told the tiger, the grass is blue. The tiger replied, no, the grass is green. The discussion became heated, and two decided to submit the issue to arbitration. And to do so, they approached the lion, king of the jungle. Now, this arbitration was a real arbitration and did not include the Mahani Makaram Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj. Before reaching the clearing in the forest, where the lion was sitting on his throne, the donkey started screaming, Your Highness, is it true the grass is blue? The lion replied, True, the grass is blue. The donkey rushed forward, and continued. The tiger disagrees with me and contradicts me and annoys me. Please punish him. The king then declared, the tiger will be punished with 5 years of silence. The donkey jumped for joy and went on his way, content, repeating, the grass is blue, the grass is blue. The tiger accepted his punishment, but he asked the lion, Your Majesty, why have you punished me? After all, the grass is green. The lion replied, In fact, the grass is green. The tiger asked, So why do you punish me? Why would you punish me when I was correct? The lion replied, That has nothing to do with the question of whether the grass is blue or green. The punishment is because it is not possible for a brave, intelligent creature like you to waste time arguing with a donkey. And on top of that, to come and bother me with that question. The worst waste of time is arguing with the fool and fanatic who doesn't care about truth or reality, but only the victory of their beliefs and illusions. Never waste time on discussions that make no sense. There are people who, for all the evidence presented to them, do not have the ability to understand, and others who are blinded by ego, hatred, and resentment. And the only thing that they want is to be right, even if they aren't. When ignorance screams, intelligence shuts up. Your peace and tranquility are worth more. So to those at OCM, the truth has come out. And to Uvashi Tiwari Rupnarayan, stay quiet. Take your unjust punishment and come back out and be the warrior. And if the UNC is in government, be a warrior. And if Kamala is prime minister, be a warrior and ask her hard questions. And if David Lee is the minister of energy, ask him the hard questions. If Tim Gopi Singh or Fazal Karim or Saddam Hussein are ministers, Anita Haynes, Jerlene, John Wade, Mark, whoever, ask them the hard questions and they must answer. We must answer. So to the OCM, to the Express, to the TV6, to the Guardian, to Newsday, and taking the advice of the lion, I will no longer argue with fools